Most people who know Jasmine Pennington know that she's goofy, bubbly, intelligent, and is a talented writer and musician. But that wasn't always the case growing up, as she felt socially awkward and troubled with her emotions.
To everybody else, I just seemed like the trouble child, the child that always created a problem or couldn't just stay quiet.
At a young age, she and her mother were physically and emotionally abused by her father.
It wasn't until his grandma, died. And my mom, it's crazy to hear my mom talk about it because she said she describes it as like a switch.
Her mom attempted to leave her dad several times, but she always ended up going back.
She knew that, my dad was abused like terribly as a kid. And he wasn't always like that. Like she used to say like she held out hope for him and she really just tried to be there for him thinking that he would change.
That was hard for Jasmine, who felt she didn't really have a voice.
I always felt like I couldn't, say how I felt because anytime I said anything, they would take where he would take it the wrong way. Like it would be, oh, you're being disrespectful. Oh, you better just take it. Like, oh, you ain't got it as bad as I did when I was a kid.
But then her parents finally got divorced.
When they finally got divorced, I mean, I was praising God. I'm like, woo, finally. But that's actually where that's where all my stuff came out. I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'm cool now. No, I started acting out.
She became angry with the world because of what she had gone through. It ended up impacting her mental health, and over the course of several years, she was admitted to the psychiatric ward nearly 17 times. For years, she was misdiagnosed, and then finally, her doctor diagnosed her with borderline personality disorder.
That was the moment where things started getting better because once I realized what the issue really was, I was able to understand. It made a lot more sense.
According to the National Institute of Mental Health, borderline personality disorder is a mental illness that severely impacts a person's ability to regulate their emotions.
You don't know how to feel, you just feel. And it's like it's the intense, like, it's black or white. There's no gray area. Either I hate you or I love you. Like there's no in between.
And although there's plenty of negative sides to BPD, Jasmine has found it to be a blessing in disguise.
I do work hard, and part of the BPD is being able to put my all into the job. Not that I'm, giving my life away to some job, but I have a really good work ethic.
After dropping out of college, she decided to go right into the workforce. She worked for numerous companies, and then she finally found the right one, Insomnia Cookies. In just a few short years, she worked her way up from being a crew member to becoming the general manager of a location in Philadelphia.
For once in my life, I felt like, I belong. Because like I said, growing up, everybody made me feel like I was too much. Oh, she's too weird. She's too different. She's too dramatic. But it's like here, it's perfect.
Now, with her mental health in order, as she continues to go to therapy and take medication, she says she feels like she's in a good place in her life. She's even been able to forgive her father and release the pain from the past.
It took me going crazy to get the help, you know. It took me going through what I went through as a kid to be able to, just push through.
And if you struggle with your mental health, she says you can overcome it too.
Put your pride aside. Don't listen to what everybody else got to say about medication, about therapy. Like take that step and get some help.